Let the show begin. Protect us. Let the show begin.
Is this an answer from this world?
Yeah! Isn't that Charlotte? Who's her friend, and what do they chat?
Be pleased with the cherry on top, Charlotte! I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial technology. I'm begging you like the beggiest
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine. I admire your passion, but I'm afraid... It sounds like they're just discussing us. Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting, but to our surprise, in truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, including, one. So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement. But this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it. Uh-oh. She really sounds like she's in pain. Paimon thinks we... Hey, Charlotte! traveler, Paimon! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamek detection by disguising themselves as a blubber beast. Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of Mora research. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition, but unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain.
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting. And then...
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline? What are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the Opera Epicles, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts.
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamek's armor. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that... Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must...
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dream... My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition the rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own. So your research effort... Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird. So keep calm, take heart.
I can't... If this is true... Oh, man.
Come on! Stop daydreaming about your pipe...
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? She just ran off! Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget. But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes, and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Actually, it takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys were talking about. Totally didn't expect to get a free gift out of it.
You're welcome. I got the boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning... definitely write this off as incidental gains. I'll protect us.
Don't push your luck. Dodge this.
Motion to compel.
Don't get frostbite.
Yikes!
Need a hand? Ha! Ha! T- K- T- T- Ha! Ha! T- T- Scanning. T- K- Ha!
To incinerate!
Come at me.
Motion to compel.
T- K- Hup. Clear. Scanning.
Windblade! Boom boom! Yeah. Incinerate! Boom boom!
Toe. Toe.
Incinerate! Remarkable condition. This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial. What the? What kind of injurious weather is this?
This will be interesting.
Breath of the flame! Ha! Chia! Chia! Sia! Remarkable condition. Motion to compare.
Cool it!
a tough fight. Yeah, you nearly got him! Well, you couldn't have done it without Paimon!
What's the hurry?
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingce Village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, And I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing-cho. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, my pleasure, fellow book lover.
Limbs are a requirement for locomotion on land.
So, are you buying or not?
Auto reconfiguration is an essential function.
Prepare to be blown away! Windblade!
Freeze!
Incinerate!
I'll take care of this. Come at me! Ha! Ta! Ha! Ta! Ta! Ha! Ha! Ta! Ha!
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
Two. Ha! Yeah. Ta, ta, ha.
Pay your dues.
Let's dance.
So soon. You can't run from death.
A reward on the road.
Two. Ha. Yeah. Two. Hey-ya. Ta. Yeah. Ta.
Motion to compel. Boom boom.
What a lucky find. Bet that's made your day. Hey-ya! Ta! 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 Ha! Ta! Ta! Ha! Ta! Cha! Ha! Ha! Ta!
Remarkable condition.
Ha!
Incinerate! Huh. Let's appraise the value on this. Huh. Let's appraise the value on this. Yeah! Hi.
keep this close.
Sight clear.
Boom boom!
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this. We can definitely write this off as incidental gains. Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
reward on the road.
Let's appraise the value on this. Incinerate! Remarkable condition.
The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smither. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial art. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print.
Yes, that's right.
You mean you still have it?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I'm sure you don't need me to remind you.
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never...
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps...
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force...
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over...
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing.
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang? You're selling...
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier...
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect...
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here. So, you like reading, huh, Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old...
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. I will be custodian of this book. And of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get... I gotta hand it to the Goofball Clan. Would you lack a Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball Clan?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes...
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you...
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader. Especially when the one you...
It's cute that you want to stick your neck, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict.
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
Are you
Rain outlines
here
your
to play
fate.
with me? The more, the merrier.
Let the show begin.
Breaking new ground!
Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment. Wingblade. Incinerate.
No, my sword!
Let me amuse myself.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? No, you misunderstand. That fellow has a foul mouth, to be sure. But his assessment of the state of the Guhua clan is... well, though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just... It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Maltai. I know this name.
That idea works.
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just...
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Fine, but as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek!
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
I'll keep this close.
Who goes there? How strange. We're not on the guest list. The master's dealing with some urgent business.
Urgent business? What is it?
The Master's been working on a major business deal.
So, where is...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not no, I mean, yes, you are. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will...
Well, my master has much more important things to... Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on...
Thank you. May your business...
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now, Anyway, seems like the VIP... In that case, let's get ourselves... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Sometimes the law's compatible.
See some action. See some action.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Ooh, we can definitely write this off as incidental gains. Let's appraise the value on this. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Motion to compel! Incinerate! Ooh, we can definitely write this off as incidental gains. Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! I'll keep this close. I'll keep this close. I'll keep this close.
Take a moment to rest.
Incinerate! Motion to compel! Boom boom!
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
I'll protect us.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Let's dance.
is a peaceful neighborhood.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chain the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your hosts for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Mount-Size business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course, we are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and...
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said.